Everybody, it's That's Good Stuff, and we are here to check on the box office because we are the box office bros. Um, this week we had two new movies coming in: The Hunger Games, The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, and Trolls 3, something about Band Together, I think is called, or something. So why don't we
So
check on what had happened? So here we go. It was the Hunger Games coming out number one. Like I said, I had that. I think
we all
Jonah.
said that.
We all said that. Oh no,
Yeah.
I had trolls. I had trolls. So
Yeah,
I
we had trolls.
I was way off. Me and Jared were way off. I said trolls at 56. It only made 30. Um, but Hunger Games I had at 50, and it made 44. So I wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I
Um,
had it that way higher.
yeah, this is the lowest earning Hunger Games of the series. The major disappointment. I don't know if I'm that surprised, just because the prequel book I heard it didn't do too well. Um, and it's been over like 10 years since the Hunger Games like mania was out there. Like we said last time, Hunger Games was huge when it came out.
hmm
So I think it's just died down. And then me and Jared didn't think that it actually looked that good. Trolls, we were just expecting a kids movie to do good, and I guess it did good for a kids movie, but that's also like I think they've had 3 or 4 of them or something like that. Um,
Yeah.
Marvel's huge, huge disappointment with 10 million. Um, that yeah, Marvel's pretty much dead right now. Thanksgiving tied it, so it was a tie for 30. Thanksgiving next week. I didn't realize that Wish was coming out next week. Did you?
hmm
So that's Disney's animation. They haven't been doing too well, especially the late year ones. We also
Like
have
holiday
Napoleon.
releases.
Yeah, it's a holiday release for these two. So Napoleon enters the fray as well. So what are we thinking for number one next? The holdovers I kind of want to see. That actually looks kind of good, but I don't think that'll make much. That'll
No,
probably be in the under 10. Um, any ideas on what next week's box office is going to do?
I don't think either Wish or Napoleon's gonna make number one.
You don't? You think it'll
Uh-uh.
stay Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Hunger Games should have some staying power since it is Thanksgiving. I could
hmm
definitely see people seeing that for Thanksgiving. Napoleon is rated R, so that probably hurts it. In Wish, I just think people are just off Disney. Any Jared, do you have any guesses of what's gonna happen?
Mm, it's hard to tell. I don't know. I don't really know who's gonna see Napoleon.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh if it's
Probably.
like Oppenheimer, it's gonna be a bunch of older people, like in my theater.
Yeah.
Uh, his like historical movies never do good at the box office.
That's true. The last one he did was what was that movie? The
Last
Last
Duel.
Duel, and that didn't do
That
very
didn't make
good.
like anything.
Yeah. Ugh. I think Hunger Games stays number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. With like
I,
20.
you think it'll go down to 20?
Yeah.
Um,
Because there hasn't been a lot of like on YouTube, there hasn't been a lot of good word of mouth.
no, it's been mixed reviews. I heard that it's okay. It's just really long.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna put Hunger Games down to like 34 maybe. And then number two, I think Napoleon does go to number two with like, let's say like 19.
I'd say like 20 to 22.
Okay. And then number three, Wish, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 15.
Yeah, that sounds good with like a 15.
I'd say
It'll be
Hunger Games number one, 28 million. I'd say Napoleon number two, 25, and then Wish 19 or
I don't think
15.
Wish is gonna do that bad, but
It's
It
got
looks so
it'll be
bad.
all the
it
holiday.
it
Yeah,
hasn't been marketed at all though.
No, it's gonna be all that holiday. Yeah, because usually when a Disney animated movie comes out, you hear like the song play
Yeah.
over and over. You haven't really heard that
I've
from this one.
I've never seen a trailer for it at the movies or anything.
Really? That's
Not at
surprising.
all.
I have.
I've seen a couple.
And then after that, Godzilla -1. That's the one that me and Jonah are excited for.
Hmm.
That's the one we hope does well. So
It
we'll
is
see if
limited
people.
though.
Yeah, it is limited, but hopefully people go see it. Okay. So I didn't want to make you watch this trailer, but did you guys see the trailer for Madam Web?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
Looks like
I didn't know you could get worse than Morbius, but
the era of like Ghost Rider and
It
Yeah.
looks
Stuff
like
like
a
this.
CW show.
the
Like,
suits look awful.
yeah, it looks like
Green Arrow.
yeah,
Yeah.
like remember that show? I think it was like Gotham Knights or something where it was all the sidekicks kind of.
Yeah.
It looks like that. So, and it's sad because so I'll get into this too. There was a lot of Fantastic Four casting news. Pedro Pascal, I miss as
Reed.
Mr. Fantastic. That doesn't make any sense to
I
me
know.
at all. It just seems like bad casting.
We have
Pedro,
no one left.
true. Pedro, I like Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal. He does, but he does a very good like everyman. That's why he was like really good as Joel, because he just kind of plays that grunt kind of guy, or he plays like a crazy rich guy, like we saw in Wonder Woman and that one with Nicolas Cage. So yeah, I don't think that's good casting at all. And then there was another report that they were going to have Javier Bardem as Galactus, and that just seems so stupid to me. You're going to spend all this money on an Oscar-winning actor whose character you only see his chin like the whole time.
Maybe it's just a giant Javier Bardem. It's his face in space.
So Marvel is really stupid right now. And you could
Mhm.
throw Sony into that because all you need is a guy's chin and like a voice actor. You could save tons of money on that and put it into the movie, but instead they're gonna go waste all that money. Sony, I don't know what they're thinking. There was a very popular Spider-Girl run in like the 2000s. I don't know if you saw any of that, Jared, but it
Mhm.
was Mayday Parker, who's Peter Parker's daughter. And I think people would really like that adaptation of that character. So I don't understand why they went with Madam Web.
It's the same problem with the other ones. You can't have Spider-Man.
I know Madam Web is an old lady who sits in a chair.
Yeah.
And if you want to make that movie, just make her the mentor of Spider-Girl. You don't need these 4 different Spider-Women. But yeah, I don't. Marvel's done. I mean, it's time to look for a new franchise, I guess. I don't have much hope for Star Wars either. So hopefully, hopefully Dune does well next year. So we'll have a good sci-fi franchise. But it's sad because like the Avengers was all building up just to one phrase. Everyone just wanted to hear Avengers Assemble. So you had like a whole decade of movies just building up to that moment, and now we don't have anything. So hopefully someone out there comes up with a movie franchise that we can be excited.
Video game franchises.
Again. Yeah,
Probably.
we'll talk about that later. For a bonus stuff, because a certain one got announced, so we'll do that on a later recording. But that's going to be it for Box Office Bros this week. Join us next week to see if our predictions come true. Like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more stuff, and we will see you next time. Bye.